My name's Cheryl Black. I've been chairing a session today at CCA on the future of work. We had presentations from Nicola from BT, who was talking really about the human elements of the future of work, and also Robert and Tim were talking about the environment, the design environment, the kind of buildings that people would work in the future. So really we covered a lot of ground and some fascinating insights, things I think that everybody who works in the contact centre industry could really resonate with. Some very interesting statistics about how few people who work in contact centres actually think that they have the basic environment to do a great job. Tim certainly shared some fascinating statistics around that, and I think we all need to go back to our day jobs and think about, are we making it easy for our people to do a great job? Never mind about the future environment of work, what about today? Do people have those basic essentials? Nicola, she rejoices in the title of Customer Experience Futurologist for BT, and she's certainly had some great insights from all around the world about the way that work is changing. Change driven in large part by technology, and some great statistics on the percentage of people who use smartphones to drive their life and the extent to which that means they expect to be able to use that same technology at work. A lot of great discussion that I'm sure people will empathise with about the fact that often our in-house IT departments are not keen for people to bring their own devices to work, and that the tools we have in the office are not as good as our own devices at home. And in fact, what we do then is we bring our own devices to work. And I think that led us into good conversation about how do we change that? How do we change the way that we work once we walk through the door to make sure that we have all the capability that we'd expect to use at home? We're all users of communication, those devices and tools, so why shouldn't we have the very best at work? So I think our session covered everything from what kind of building do we need to have, and in fact, do we need to have a building? Increasing number of people saying that you don't need to be in an office, we can work virtually. Lots of conversation about home working. Home working has really taken off in the States, in the contact centre world, and really strong return on investment. Companies can see that they're not just their productivity, but their sales figures and so on dramatically increased for the group who work at home. So why has that not really taken off in the UK? Is it that we simply don't trust people to work if we can't see them? Is it that we're concerned about the security of our data when they're not within our own office environment? A whole number of areas for discussion there, but really strong statistics that suggest it's something we should all be looking at. Again, in our event today, lots of conversation about the layout that we should have in a building. Some of the more enlightened organisations now don't even have desks. They have seats that can be moved around, no particular structure in the building, and allowing the employees of an organisation to create and dictate the kind of environment that will help them to work more effectively. So overall, it was a really interesting hour and a half talking more that today at CCA we've been talking a lot about the future of the customer experience in this multi-channel world, and our session was about the future of the people experience in the multi-channel digital world, and I think a lot for us all to think about.